All right, for all my Discord peeps, let's look at Snowflake's IPO.
Where is Snowflake?
Why do you care about the dolphin? Do you know him? Does he call you at home?
What's going on, you guys and girls? My name is Jose and welcome back to Rico Suave Investing. If you want to learn about the stock market, investing and financial freedom, then you came to the right place. So make sure you click that like button and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything. So today we're going to look at Snowflake's IPO, highly recommended, highly suggested video that I do for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. Snowflake is a cloud computing data storage platform. We're going to look at what it is. We're going to look at when they're going to IPO, when they file for IPO, the S1. We're going to look at 3 reasons why you should invest in Snowflake and IPO and more. So stay tuned. But before we begin, I want to give a shout out to my patrons. These people right here are my superheroes. They get a shout out on all of my videos, access to my new Discord, free access to my marketing masterclass, stock market news, portfolio updates throughout the week, and more. You can also find their links to their channels in my description. I'm on YouTube a couple times a week, but I'm on Patron and Discord every single day. So if you don't want to miss anything, the link to my Patreon is going to be in the description. Only $1 per month. Now back to the video. All right, so according to NASDAQ.com, their IPO was listed back on August 24. They're going to be listed under the ticker symbol SNO, which I think is pretty cool. And they're offering 100 million shares right here to begin with. All right, so that is the same day that CNBC reported that Snowflake was filing for IPO, taking on Amazon and Microsoft Cloud database businesses. They also reported that Snowflake revenue in the first half of 2020 more than doubled to $242 million, while its net loss narrowed slightly to $171.3 million. Now, the company raised money at a $12.4 billion valuation back in February from Salesforce. And Snowflake's technology allows companies to store and manage data in the cloud, meaning that the company competes directly with Amazon and Microsoft. Now, CNBC also reported that Snowflake said Capital One migrated to its technology back in 2017, and it spread rapidly to additional lines of business to satisfy latent demand for greater data access with the broader organization and address new business opportunities. Snowflake's cloud data tools help Capital One reduce time required to add new workloads, allow for speedy analytics, and meets the bank's high availability and resiliency needs. So if Capital One is using them, you know that is a good technology out there to be had. Because Snowflake's technology all resides in the cloud, the company has a hefty bill to pay for the infrastructure. It said in the filing that it's committed to spend $1.2 billion between August 2020 and July 2025 on infrastructure services. Most of its business is on Amazon Web Services. Meanwhile, AWS has its own data warehouse called Redshift. Google Cloud Platform is called BigQuery, and Microsoft Azure has a relative newcomer, Synapse. Now, the first line of competition section in Snowflake's prospectus says that its rivals include large, well-established public cloud providers that generally compete in all of the markets, including AWS, Azure, and GCP. Well, as you can tell, when Snowflake goes IPO, they're not going to be without competition. You got Amazon, Microsoft Azure, and all that. So the good thing is that they are partners with these companies. They work together, so that's a good thing. Now, you know me, I like to go straight to the source, straight to the website, Snowflake, find out as much as I can about the company. So let's do that. Snowflake, the cloud data platform. Right here it says, from a single platform, Snowflake enables you most critical data workloads. Right here it says data engineering, data lake, data warehouse, data science, data applications, and all that good stuff. We're going to scroll down real quick and watch this 3-minute video over here. All right, so here's a 3-minute video about Snowflake and what Capital One is saying about their service.
Capital One has been making a major transformation in our technology and in our customer experiences over the last few years. The big push for us has been to move to the cloud from a technology perspective. But there's really a business imperative behind that, and that business imperative is to be able to give personalized, unique experiences to our customers. We believe we're just at the beginning of that banking revolution. At Capital One, we have developed this concept and idea of finding the fit-for-purpose solution. And we were looking for a solution that would give us this high concurrency, because we have a large number of data users. Our data science community is very strong and robust. So concurrency, not only of our users, but for our many applications, was really important. We needed the scale out to be able to handle complex queries very quickly. and we found that Snowflake delivered that for us. And I think the other one that is equally important and maybe very top of mind for many people is this resiliency. So being able to set up our system in a resilient fashion on Snowflake so we can fail over from the east to the west and give our customers that extra protection was really important to us. We're very excited about this dashboard for our customers that will do a couple of things. The different lines of business who are running applications on our system will be able to see a dashboard that helps them understand the data flows, where there's problems, and we want to be able to integrate machine learning into that as well and be able to detect problems. And then the second thing that it does for us is it provides this metering. And so we want our businesses to be able to see how much they're spending and get the value out of it that they want in a way that they can understand. At Capital One, we are really excited about the future of banking and the opportunities that technology gives us to give customers this personalized experience, letting the customer really manage their own future.
All right, pretty cool. All right, so next we're going to look at the Market Realist. Upcoming Snowflake IPO marks the third IPO for CEO Frank Slootman. All right, so when is Snowflake's IPO? Well, according to Market Realist, on August 24th, Snowflake filed the S1 documents. I'm going to leave a link to this article in the description if you want to check it out, those documents later on. With the SEC in anticipation of an IPO in the upcoming weeks, the document provides financial information about the company. However, the S1 doesn't disclose the stock's expected initial stock price. So we don't know the stock price yet, right? The company is still loss-making. However, Snowflake's growth rate is exponential. The revenues and gross profits have risen steadily in the last 8 quarters. The revenues grew about 150% year over year for the fiscal year ended at January 31st, 2020. The revenues come with improving margin as well. Snowflake's gross margins have increased 61% for the first half of 2020 compared to 49% in the first half of 2019. So the company continues to grow and acquire new customers, and they're growing their revenue. They also report that the CEO's net worth is around $131 million. At this time, he owned 100,000 units of ServiceNow stock. Since last estimated, Sloot's net worth seems to have grown multiple-fold. Now, that's understandable because Snowflake is growing, right? Now, Snowflake had a valuation of $12.4 billion in February of 2020, and he owns 5.9% of the company. According to Forbes, here are 3 reasons to buy into the Snowflake's IPO. The first is that Snowflake has a CEO that has a successful track record. As we mentioned before, Slootman has a very successful track record of growing private companies and making money for investors. He took Data Domain public in 2007 and sold it in 2009 for $2.4 billion. The second is that Snowflake's industry has grown potential. Snowflake competes in large industries that's growing fast. The data warehouse as a service market is predicted to grow at a 29.2% compound annual rate for $1.4 billion in 2019 to $23.8 billion by 2030. So that's just incredible potential for growth into the company, for the company in the market. And the third is that Snowflake has a powerful growth drivers. Right here it says that they added 500 new customers in the quarter ending in January 2020. So by the end of January 2020, this company had already added 500 new customers, just like that. So very, very good for Snowflake. It looks like it has potential in the future. Here we're going to take a quick peek at what TechCrunch had to say about Snowflake's IPO. Right here, the data will help us better understand the company's value and its gross margin improvement and impairment over time. Given Snowflake's soaring valuation over time, we are expecting to see improvements as time passes. Now, we're looking at the fiscal year ending on January 2019, they were at 46%. By the end of this year, they were at 56%. Then 6 months ending in July of 2019, they were at 49%. And by the end of July this year, they were at 61%. So like I said, year over year, this company continues to grow. And voila, just like that, we expected improving gross margins over time. Recall that the higher, stronger company gross margins are, the more of its revenue it keeps to cover its operational costs. So the company's heading towards the being profitable very, very fast and very, very soon. Now, they did have some losses in 2019. We're looking at $178 million in January of 2019. And then a year later, that figure ballooned to $348 million. Now, in July 2019, they had a loss of $177 million. And in the same 2 quarters of this year, it was slightly lower, $171 million. And that is why the company is trying to go public. Now that it can point to falling net losses as its revenue grow and its gross margins improve, you can chart a path to break even, and Snowflake's operations are burning less cash over time, which is good. The pace was north of $500 million a quarter in 2-3 months periods, ending in July 31st, 2019, for example. So they raised $479 million in the last round, bringing the company valuation to $12.4 billion. So obviously their next step is to go IPO.
You know, we're relatively indifferent to that. So one of the advantages that I feel that an IPO has, it gives us an opportunity to really build our shareholder base as a public company. And those are different kinds of entities. Those are people that can hold multi-billion-dollar positions for a very long time, 5, 10 years, and so on. The IPO lets us direct the shares, whereas with a DL, obviously, it's a free-for-all. You can't do that. So there is aspects to an IPO that actually help us achieve those objectives.
Our Mike Santoli was just talking about Microsoft, which has been on an amazing run. Part of the reason why investors want to be a part of it is because of its position in the public cloud. Amazon recently reaching 52-week highs as well. All of them, including Google, have talked about investing in the sales force this year. They're clearly trying to drive growth. Zendesk, another cloud player, not in infrastructure, also investing in growth. What's happening here in the cloud in 2020 and this investment? Is there a specific kind of opportunity that players like you are chasing?
Well, it's a massive transition, right? It's not just a generational thing. It's the biggest thing, ever in the world of computing, where literally all workloads that have been built up over a 34-year period are now moving to the cloud, and it's going very, very fast. So it's almost hard for organizations like ours to fully usurp the opportunity that's unfolding in front of us. So that's why everybody's investing like crazy.
All right, guys, so basically cloud computing is the future, and as more and more businesses take their business online and on the cloud and continue to do their business on the cloud, they're going to need places to store their data and to analyze and all that. And that is what Snowflakes provide. And of course, you have other competitors out there like Microsoft Azure and all the other good stuff. But Snowflake, I think, is going to be just fine when they finally IPO. They demonstrated that they've been growing year over year, their revenues. So that's a good sign. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you going to invest in the Snowflake IPO? I hope this video helped you make it an informed decision. As always, make sure you do your own research. And let me know in the comments below what company you want to see next. All right, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and support us on Patreon. And as always, make sure you take care of yourself. And I'll see you soon.
I bring up the pain, Rico solves the main. I make the market rain like acid rain. An investing channel you ever know, ya. I think you build your house, your money, and leave you broke, son.